Stay with me. You ain't gotta go, you can with me. We can hang out, do the day with me. You tryna be a man, it can stay friendly. We could do the beach, we can hang out. Get something to eat, go to my house. You can spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't mud. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams. Hey yo, my new thing is I don't want you around if you useless. I make a living rhyming, same job as Dr. Seuss's. People only give to give back, that's recoupment. Always have their two hands out, like they. My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out and be a new friend. Or I can show you how to train the dragon like. And either way, it ain't gotta be love. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great.
With a Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins.
Till I sleep, I'm feeling great. I feel alright in my dreams.
Yeah. So every morning after snoring, yes, I yearn for you. Thought it wasn't super serious, but now it's too much. I got a disease, so please let go with the clutch. You got the pedal to the metal and you're revving me up.
So slow down, I got a 2-car garage, or we can go and make sounds that.
Call you Dale, cause you weren't hearts. I'll be Tracy Chapman in the fast car.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams.
5, 6,
with the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins #1.
Your blades are sharpened with precision.
With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. Off we go in the rain here in Western New York. And no return here. This is a touchback. On the ground, this is James Cook. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Alert, alert, middle, half 85. Alert, alert, all 52. What's that?
Now Allen on 1st down. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Alert! 319.
From the gun, here is Allen. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
580! Hey, home. Regular, half 10. What's that?
On 3rd down, it's Allen. Coming free is Hart. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
4 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Hey, home. 56. Look out.
Throwing again, it's Allen. Pass brought in by Chark. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
2nd down and 3.
What's that?
Throwing again is Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Allen going to throw again. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we sit up here all the time, and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the 1st down chain, if he just catches that ball and turns upfield, they extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
Looking for the pylon, one, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off. This has been a solid opening drive, knocking on the door, 1st and goal. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Hey, home. Regular race.
No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
What's up?
This one caught at the 4.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 3rd and goal, here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Here we go on 4th down. It's Allen. And this is hard. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Scotty Miller, touchdown Bills. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
And that's well done by the kicking team, who's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Liking 18.
They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing.
On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Come on.
Now, faking the give, forced to his right. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
So this is where things get tricky. They work all week with the pass rush, Mike, to move the quarterback off his spot. They don't want these NFL quarterbacks in rhythm, hitting the top of their drop, and delivering the ball on time. But then the second component to that is you get them out there on the run, and it can really stress your coverage downfield. So nice job here sticking with their guys, not giving any open targets downfield, and they force the incomplete.
They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Dolphins first down.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10.
Go!
They're going to run, and it's the man from OK State, Ollie Gordon. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
To throw, here's Willis. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Landon Jackson. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Bills with the early advantage. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this.
Hold the check.
It is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check that, check. Hey, keep.
Throwing, Willis. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
70, Timber Wolf. Please, let's Bronco switch.
Here's Willis. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Alert!
They'll start on the ground with Cook. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
A 3-yard pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 4. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed. That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here.
The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
Flush to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
10 yards on the
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
To the air. On second down, here's Allen. He'll swing this one out to Cook. And he goes out of bounds at the 3, and from there it's going to be first and goal.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll lead to a second and goal.
Stop. Alert! Identity! Regular. What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Tight. What's that?
Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal.
Half 10, gun. Alert! What's that?
They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted, but let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Hot 70. Steady.
On 1st down, a run for right. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. Is one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall, and after suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left, and for the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Willis. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, it's Allen. Moving to his right. Now he'll run. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds. Here comes 2nd and 4.
Alert, alert, alert! Middle, regular. 56, 56.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Dalton Kincaid, touchdown Buffalo. Out comes Sly for the extra point. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Bills move out on top, 14-0.
Dolphins nothing. Tyler Bass.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Nico Remigio to bring it back. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Bronco 80.
Off play action. He'll set it. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Landon Jackson. He gets in to record his 2nd sack of this first half.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket. When the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Willis now to throw. That's over the middle, caught by Tyree. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down is looming.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Ready, set.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive. So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 1st and 10. Head up. This is right. And he's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Got it. Ready.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Here's a give to Achek. And he's going to fight forward. didn't get a whole lot. It's going to be enough to move the chains.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Christian Benford. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it.
56, half 85,
On first down, Allen. He's going to look downfield for Chark. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half.
Alert! 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 Off 52. On 80.
First and 10, and it's Allen. And this one is picked off. It's Juju Brents. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half.
Tyler pass to kick off for Buffalo.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Remigio now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's second and 9. A carry here for Wright, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Willis to throw. And that is incomplete.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field position just shy of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
To throw on first and 10, Allen. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Not just a first down, but reception number 70 on the season.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine There's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category, but the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Now Allen to throw on second down. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line.
In the Bills, first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Hey, hold. Half 85. What's that?
To throw again, it's Allen. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he'll take it on in. Scotty Miller. Touchdown, Bills. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year. Slides at the point, up and good. And the Bills will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Dolphins, nothing. Tyler Bass.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Remigio now on the return. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Cowboy in.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Now a give to H.N. heading right. And some good blocking. Springing a gain of 9 as we get to third down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. That's high, left side, it's complete. A gain there of 11. First down, Miami.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not, and it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw is Willis. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On the handoff, this is H.N. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Dolphins first down.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Christian Benford brings him down. From 23, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
A handoff is H.N. heading left. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. Here's H.N. And he will get into the end zone. Devon H.N. Touchdown, Dolphins.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one taken at the 10. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
33-yard line.
Alert!
They'll throw on first down with Allen. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Allen now on second down. Flush to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll go right and find his running back. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. They'll indeed go for it with Allen. Pass brought in by Chuck. And he is going to have the Bills' first down on a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 46.
Allen going to throw again. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
56. Half. Stop. 319.
To the air once more is Allen. This one downfield for Kincaid. And he's in! Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown Buffalo. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdown. And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Remigio now on the return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Hawk 70.
Now, faking the give, out to his right. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
70, Timberwolf. Hey.
On the ground, this is right. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
Okay, break. Panther Street. Ready.
Here's Willis. That one too far out in front. front. It is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it's going to be fourth down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive. Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down, give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Rolling right. He's got it at the 3.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up third and goal.
Allen going to throw here on third and goal. Exiting the pocket right. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Slides at the point. Up and good. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Remigio now on the return. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Past the 60, past the 60. Reno, Bronco switch, past the 60, past the 60. Ready,
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Miami.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
On second down, Achane. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they are able to keep this drive moving.
First down.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on third down, and they just can't make a play.
He'll run with right. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run right here. It's Achan. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Picked off by their rookie second-rounder. And the Bills are going to get the football back as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Half 10. Hey, home. Stop, middle. Ready? Where's that?
Throwing now. Allen here on first down. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Regular. Up. Alert. Hey, tight. Ready? We'll go.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one.
It's a gain of 35.
1st and 10.
Good for Bills. First down.
5 wide.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Where's that?
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. To the goal line and in. Devin Duvernay. Touchdown, Buffalo. His 4th TD grab of the season. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Bills stretch things out even further.
41. Dolphins 6. Tyler Bass.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Remigio now on the return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Give here to Wright. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
In motion, it's Waddle. On the carry, it's Achan. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Rams are leading. Here we go.
Off play action. Landon Jackson. He gets him yet again. That's now 3 sacks for him in this one. The Bills will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with a minute 4 left to go in the game. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Go, check.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Throwing, Willis. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
He isn't able to secure that grab through the contact, and they're quickly running out of possessions to get back into this game, Mike. I mean, their chance to come back was already slim to none, but slim might have went just out the window as that ball hit the turf.
That is caught, and he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
23 yards. And the Bills first down. First down and goal to go.
Half 10. That's it.
That is caught, and this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Bills add on to their already sizable lead.
Dolphins 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Remigio now on the return. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
On the return, the Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
On first and 10, it's Achan. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll work now on second and 4.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Achan. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Third and 5. A run, and it's Achan. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Bills. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team,